in the
Oh,
thread.
in our thread. Broderick should.
Yeah.
All righty. Jesus, y'all up in here already. On the 30 people already, y'all. Woo. Welcome everybody. Y'all invite and share like I'm about to do. It's Monday night, so if it's Monday night, y'all know it's got to be When the Right One Come. The men's edition. Often imitated, but not, what's that word they say? Often imitated, but not I forget how this
Duplicated.
not duplicated. Yeah. Often imitate. I'm gonna tell you, Antoine, I hate your background. It's so beautiful. You know, I'm a background city person. I have an excellent view like you do.
Yeah.
The problem is it's over there, and I can't. It's like, yeah, I don't have no windows over here, but man, that's a wonderful view with the Ferris wheeler. Yeah. Anyway, welcome everybody. I need y'all to invite and share. Put about 20 people's name in there. Put about 20 people's name in there that need to hear from the men. In case you're new, I need you to put new. And if you know how many weeks you've been in here, put how many weeks you've been in here. This is week number
45, sir.
45?
Yeah.
Okay, 45. We are.
It was 44 last week because I wasn't sure, and then you told me about the lady who had been watching for 43 weeks.
Yeah, right. We're 7 weeks away from Suits and Bootin' and Suits, wearing our hats. It's yeah. He can't. Claiborne can't wait.
I can't.
We might wear our Keith and James hats. Everybody ain't got Keith and James hats though. So
yes.
Anyway, we're gonna turn it over to the young man from Tennessee who's going to get us started and invite. And did you have a show last week?
I did not have a show last week, and I'm doing my season finale this week.
Oh, that's right. You have season finales.
Yeah, I'm going on break for a month or two.
39 weeks, first time. Who else? 43 weeks, new. 41 weeks. Look at y'all knowing how many weeks y'all been on here. Come on, keep putting it in here. How many weeks y'all? And if you're new, put new. If you're new, put new. If you know your weeks, then put how many weeks that you've been in. Teresa says she's been in 45 weeks.
Wow.
You've been here every show?
Wow.
Lakeisha, 42 weeks. Patrice, 41 weeks. Quentin Hardy, 4 weeks. Let us know how many weeks you've been here. Pauline, 40 weeks.
Wow.
Tanisha, 45 weeker. Look at y'all. Gwendolyn Brown, first time here, have watched the replays. All right, so you get to get us live and in color. Danielle Ewan, 40 weeks. 40 weeks. Angela Renee Yancey, 30. Come on, keep putting them in there. Keep putting them in. I'm going to turn in newbie, 5 weeks. Y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Linwood, I saw Linwood. Linwood said this is his 5th week. Hey, Linwood. He's a part of When the Right One Comes in Clubhouse. Priscilla, 42 weeks. Monique, 35 weeks. Tell us if you're new also. Pamela, 43 weeks. Monique, 35. Keep going. S. Denise, 44. Kia Ward, new. Welcome. Mary Ann Dickens, 5 weeks. Oh, I didn't share myself. Let me share. Lisa, go ahead. Pastor Frank Gray.
All right. What it do, everybody? Welcome to the hottest show you can find on the internet on a Monday night when the right one comes. We are the brainchild, of course, of the one and only Bishop Greg Davis. That's him that just finished talking. If this is your first time and you don't know, he's the one that founded and created us. And we are glad to have you here tonight. I see a lot of newbies. So, welcome to the show, everybody. We would appreciate if you would hit that share button. Hit that share button for us if you're on Facebook. If you are on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you have hit that like button on the video that you're watching now. And matter of fact, you can share that link as well. Just hit the share button and send it to about 2 or 3 of your friends, and they'll get it in a message and they can join with us tonight. We're in for an amazing time. I'm excited about this week in particular. It is Juneteenth week. So, we are celebrating when we were actually finally free. We don't celebrate, with the rest of the country as everybody else because we were not free at that time. But we celebrate especially Juneteenth because that's when some of the last slaves who were still enslaved got their freedom for real. So, happy Juneteenth week, everybody. We're going to celebrate together tonight, and we're going to start with the icebreaker centered around black, some black. I'm still working on it. But let me introduce the cast to you. I've already told you about Bishop Davis. Next to him is the one and only Bishop Antoine Jackson. Say what's up to the people, Jackson.
What's up, fam?
Then below Bishop Davis, we got the one and only, the doctor, the prophet, Orin Perry. Say what's up, Candy Man.
Good evening, everybody. What's up?
You got to say it. The Candy Man is here. Come on, tell them.
The Candy Man is here.
And then in this middle box tonight, we got the one and only Pastor Herbert Johnson. Is it Junior? Junior, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, family? Good to see you all tonight.
Then next to him, we got another prophet, the one and only Prophet Clay Bourne. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, family? How you?
I ain't gonna mess with you tonight. I know you was waiting on something. I ain't gonna mess with you.
I was. I really was on the edge.
Then we got the original Christian king of comedy up in the top, the one and only Mr. Broderick Rice. Say what's up to the people, Rice.
Listen, I don't know whether it's Broderick Rice or Bishop DTJ, but I'm glad to be here on When the Right One Comes.
So, and I am Frank Ray III, aka Frankly Speaking. Listen, our icebreaker for the night. I want to ask y'all, what is your favorite black movie? What's your favorite black movie?
Black or black based?
Let's say black based, all black cast, or directed by a black person. Majority black cast.
Mine is New Jack City.
Okay.
Yeah.
New Jack City. That's a good one.
Mine is
Crooklyn.
Crooklyn. I like that too.
Mine is Malcolm X.
Okay. Which the
Denzel.
Okay. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna do CB4.
Man, that's so silly.
CB4.
It's so foolish.
Coming
so
to America and Training Day.
Okay.
King Kong ain't got.
Rice, what's yours?
I'm gonna go with Hoodlum. George Fishburne, Vanessa Williams, Cicely
Okay.
Tyson.
Okay. I'm gonna say mine is Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights is probably mine. I
All the
love it.
stars, all the greatest actors
Yeah,
ever.
it's so classic. It's so classic and timeless. Another one I would have to say is up there for me. I'm not sure if it was directed by a black person, but Life. Life with Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac. I
Perfect.
mean,
That's
yeah.
the all-star. That's the all-star cast.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope. Bishop, what about you?
Would American Gangster count?
I was thinking
That was a good one.
That was
It's a good
Denzel.
movie.
anything
I'm saying, but
Denzel
what
was
it-
in.
But it's, I
That was
mean,
good.
it's primarily black cast though, huh?
Yeah, it had
Yeah.
T.I. in it.
Yeah,
That's
Majority
my
black cast.
movie. That's
Yeah, I
that's
like American Gangster.
That's the one, and yeah, I like all the ones y'all said too. Harlem Nights. Yeah, I
But
like
what-
car wash.
Oh, you went way back.
Oh,
Talk
yes.
about
I'm a little,
Car
I'm a little
Wash.
older. Everybody know car wash. Yeah, that ain't way back.
Talking about
Frank,
the
you know car wash, don't you,
yeah.
Perry?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
way back though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that.
Harlem Nights is not way back.
Yeah, it's way back too.
Oh,
It's way
I'm
back.
ready to say, don't y'all date me now. I turned 59. I know. First of all, thank y'all for everything y'all did for my birthday. I really appreciate it. All of the When the Right One Come crew and the gentlemen. I appreciate you all so much. We are in week 45.
45.
Happy Father's Day. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you. All
Thank
the
you.
fathers. All of the fathers. Some great fathers here too. Great fathers. Single fathers that take care of their children. Bishop Antoine, Pastor Ray, Perry. His child is always with him. Apostle. Great father. I always talk about his kids. Johnson, you don't have kids, right? No.
No, sir.
No, okay. And
That you know of, yeah.
Broderick.
It's still early. You told me I could go early, Pastor Johnson.
you got 45 minutes, Broderick. That's the inside joke. I want to start off with something light too, and then they're so sweet. Thank you. And then we're gonna go into the main thing. Somebody sent me this. People send me stuff all the time now because I'm in this relationship feel. It says if we're going on a date and you don't offer to pay for babysitting and a to-go box meal for my child, we're not going.
Well, we ain't going then.
Well, I guess we ain't going.
Right.
That's why I look like he cussed.
We ain't going.
She said,
I did.
if we're going, and I just saw a post by Deanna talking about y'all join me as I troll the men. These women. Let me say it again. If we're going on a date and you don't offer to pay for babysitting and a to-go box meal for my child, we not going. Anybody agree with her? No? That's a no? Everybody. Okay, let me ask y'all. So y'all wouldn't pay for a babysitter?
No.
If it's a problem? I mean, like if you really want to go out with her and she say, hey Claire, if she say,
Listen,
I ain't
if
got no babysitter.
if you that broke that you can't pay for a babysitter to go on a date, you're not in my class.
Everybody
no way.
going off. I mean, y'all going, even the women going in. I think we got a first agreement. This was actually a post. So that's a no. That is just crazy. Any women agree with her? By the door. The nerve. Look at this, y'all. I wouldn't do that. So not even a baby. So what if she say, I need to, okay, Johnson, what if she say, you know, I need to give my son something or my child something. Can we order him something or her something? and she offered to pay for it, would you pay for it?
She offered to pay for it.
Yeah, she was gonna be put it on a separate bill.
Yeah, I might pay for it then because she offered to pay for it. Yeah, I may pay for it.
Perry, if looks could kill, it would be yours. See, I'm with Johnson. I would.
Yeah, as long as she offered it and didn't expect it. Yeah,
Yeah, but you know, sometimes they be playing games. They offer to pay for it. They ain't even got to pay for it. But Perry, what do you say? Because you looked off.
I wouldn't pay for it. Cook before you leave. Especially if it's the first like dating and that ain't no.
It's
I
too
don't think
much.
that's fair. That's too much for me.
It's too much.
Yeah, because if the boot was on the other foot, I say if my son needs something, she gonna look at me. So so yeah, no, it's too much for me.
You sound like McKinstry. You sound like McKinstry talking about they come see me, they're gonna pay for their own ticket. I go see them, I pay for my own, right? So nobody, Antoine, would you pay?
No, sir.
If she offered? Yeah, because that's right. You definitely wouldn't pay because you believe in paying half and half.
I believe in mutuality, Bishop. No, sir.
That's why we brothers, Antoine.
Yes, sir. I believe in
Half and
mutuality.
half.
Okay, poor girl. Okay, so let's move on from there because y'all not budging. Even the women was against it. So let me give you Beyonce, and this is the subject for tonight. Let me give you first date and last date. As of October 2020, Forbes reported that Beyonce is worth $450 million, while Jay-Z is worth $1.4 billion, thanks in part to Tidal and Champs sales. Meanwhile, his and Beyonce's art collection is worth $70 million, and they have $50 million in real estate. So that gives you some context of what they're worth. All right. Not like we really needed it, but I want to read what he said, and this is going to spring off into our conversation for tonight. Here, where is it? I'm sorry, y'all. I pulled the wrong page. Let me find it. So this is it. Jay-Z said, hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. There you go. Okay. Jay-Z says on a post, I want a relationship with no gender roles. We both hustlers. We both cook. We both clean. We both pay. We both romantic. We're both romantic, and we spoil each other. Let me read it again. I want a relationship with no gender roles. We both hustlers. We both cook. We both clean. We both pay. We're both romantic, and we spoil each other. No gender roles. Nobody is really in charge. Or is it? See, I believe that you don't really have to flex that you the man, or I believe a lot of times, I know, let me do it this way. I think in order to do what Jay-Z just said, means you got to have good communication with each other so that there are no problems. And I really think, Johnson, that communication in relationships are second to, they're not good. They're horrible. I think most relationships fail because the communication is bad. Money, communication, sex, which all stems back to communication because we don't talk to each other. We just talk at each other. I'd rather go to Antoine and tell him the problem I'm having with somebody than to talk to the person directly. And I always say to people, Perry, that have you told them that? I mean, because you're telling me everything, but have you told the person that you're complaining about that they're not performing well in sex and you're not getting enough sex? Now, we know that Jay-Z, and we discussed this earlier, we know that Jay-Z and Beyonce have, what I just said, that adds up to almost $2 billion almost. Is that what it is, Barry? Yeah. So they don't have to really discuss a lot of things. I mean, their bills are paid. They're in a different financial status. Okay. They don't have to cut grass. They don't have to worry about the house being clean. They don't have to worry about going get nothing. Probably got drivers, unless they just want to go for a drive, but they probably can't do that. They got security. So do they really have to worry about having gender roles? Because everything's taken care of. With me, I used myself earlier. I have a housekeeper only because I'm so busy. Comes once or twice a week. When I need stuff done, I pay somebody to do it because I don't have time. And then it's just where I'm at in life. I don't have to worry about grass and all that stuff because I live in an apartment. So if I marry somebody, I don't care if they can't cook. You know, some of y'all worry about that. I really don't care if they can cook or not. Are they a great cleaner? Well, they can't be messy, but I'm not expecting them to do the major stuff, especially if I want somebody that we having a merger and they got some money and I got some money. Then we figure out, you know, but then we said earlier, somebody's got to decide. So in that situation, in Beyonce and Jay, who decides what gets done? So that's the discussion, gentlemen. Gender roles. Do we really need them? Do we have to say who's in charge? Does it make a man less than a man? I'm setting it up good tonight, Ray. Does it make a man less than a man because he don't have a gender role? He's
Yes,
not in
sir.
charge. Who said that?
I did.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Open it up.
All right, Bishop, let me preface my comments by saying
I'm sorry, excuse me. Melinda said I don't have an apartment. I have a penthouse. She be so worried about it. Don't make a difference, Melinda. Go ahead.
Let me preface my comments by saying a couple things as it relates to Jay-Z. Number one, Jay-Z is really him and Beyonce are really an unfair illustration because they have a business teams of lawyers and business people that's really making the decisions for them. Let's just be honest about that. The other thing I'm learning about Jay-Z and also Dwayne Wade, I've noticed that the guys that are getting caught in infidelity or cheating on their wives, they tend to try to make it up with these different comments. So I'm not sure if he really believes in what he's saying or he feels motivated to say it because he got caught. But looking at some of the other areas, for me personally, I believe that the man should be in charge because it is the responsibility of the husband to cover his wife, not to lord over his wife. And a lot of people are afraid of their word submit and the authority of their husband. But I do believe that the man should be in charge. And I do believe to a certain extent that you are less than a man if you're not doing what God has called you to do as a man.
And that's what,
Not
Johnson.
practicing
What's that?
misogyny, not being bossy. I'm not talking about that, Bishop. I'm talking
I'm just
about
asking. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just saying what is the man's role then in what you're talking about?
to provide, to protect, to care for, to self-sacrificially love your wife as Christ has loved the church. I'm talking about from that perspective.
Deanna, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means because when it get time to pay the bills, they want you to be in charge. So I don't even pay that no attention.
You on mute, Bishop.
We kind of got into that earlier. We're gonna get into that too as Claiborne as the conversation go because the paying the bill part is we had somebody on our stage and she was talking about it's time for all the women to come home. Don't need to be working. They need to be at home. I'm like, okay, we'll get to that later though. But
all the women but mine.
Yo,
My women ain't
it sounds like to me I need to have if I had billions of dollars, then I wouldn't have to have this conversation. I personally don't believe in gender roles because husband and wife is not a gender. Those are roles. Male and female is a gender. Husband and wife are roles. So for me, it's like this. If the trash is full, do you walk past the trash and leave it there? Or do you take it to the trash can? My thing is simply this. We care about the relationship and having a healthy ecosystem and whatever it takes. Pastor Jay, come back. Why you leave me, bro? If we care about a healthy relationship, we will both contribute equally to ensure that the relationship is healthy. And the only reason why I say that is this. There are some women that want to do some of the things that we say as men a woman should not do. And so my thing is, I would never want to take away a woman's dignity of choice to be able to say, well, you can't do that because you're a woman. She might like that. She might want to do that. And so for me, a husband and a wife are roles. Male and female is a gender. And so, no, I don't believe in gender roles.
Bishop. So you gonna let your wife take out the garbage?
If she want to take out the garbage, if she want to take out that garbage, bro, if that garbage is full and she walk by that garbage and the house is smelling and she wait on me to come home to take that garbage out, come on now.
Bishop, I'm not letting my wife take out the garbage.
But hey,
Why?
let's just say she don't want to take out the garbage, but there's something else. Like I'm domestic. You know what I'm saying? It's me and my daughter. So I clean the house. I wash the clothes. I use fabric softener. I clean the bathroom, wipe down the sides of the toilet. Like I'm like bred for that stuff. So if I get in a relationship with a woman, she's going to get a dude that's pretty domestic because I'm all I got. So
Bishop, I have to do the same thing that you do because I'm single, all I got too. However, once I get married, all that's gonna change. No, I'm not gonna let my wife take out the garbage. I'm not gonna let my wife pull out a utility belt, and I'm gonna do some of those things. And then in return, because we are working together as a team, I will expect her to do some of the things that I like, that I would enjoy my wife doing. Not that she have to do it, but I would enjoy her doing it.
Okay.
It's like I don't have to take out the garbage.
So here's the only thing the only thing I had to say about it. The Bible says to entreat our wives as the weaker vessel, right? Mm-hmm. But notice it did not say that she was the weaker vessel. Mm-hmm. So for me, to entreat her as the weaker vessel is to ensure that where I'm strong, I'm able to bear whatever she can't bear. But I'm saying to take that completely away from her when there might be some things that she might feel like she's strong in or unique in and creative in. You know what I'm saying? There are some women mechanics. They might like to change their tires. She might get some. She might like to slide under the oil, you know what I'm saying, and change the oil on the car. She might like to do that. I ain't gonna take it away from her.
Down here.
I ain't gonna take it away from her because she like to change the oil.
Hey, Bishop, your future wife is not going to mind you changing the oil, changing the flat, taking out the garbage, cutting the grass. I promise you, you won't have any issues. Now, maybe with money and all that kind of stuff, but no, Bishop, let's go and keep it real. You're not going to have that issue.
These women today different, bro. They different.
Listen, she will wait on you to change that tire or she going to call Pearlside to say, or leave the car and you got to get the car back. She take an Uber home, but you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Can I jump in there?
Go ahead, Claiborne.
I am Johnson. I'm usually on your side, Johnson, but I am not on your side. I'm with Bishop on this one.
Come on.
I am with Bishop, and because I lived in the now, Johnson, I don't know if the city girls are different than that. Because these women down here in the South, they done showed me a whole different type of woman. These women down here be driving tractors. These women down here be back there. I'm like, I thought that was these women down here. As a matter of fact, I got one couple. I tease them all the time because I'm like, did you cook for your husband today? Two couples. She was like, no. I ain't cooking for him at all. But guess what? She out there cutting grass and love being out there. So I don't know, Dad Johnson, I'm usually on your side, but this time I'm not on your side. My woman, I told him in the clubhouse, let me tell you something, Perry. She got a job, a business, or something. I don't want no stay-at-home wife. I don't want you calling me talking about what you're doing. What you should be doing? Working. We both working. That's what we should be doing. Or building a business. I like the boss woman. I've always dated women that were doing their own business, that was rocking their own thing, and I'm cool with that. I don't want home. And John said, I'm with Bishop. And the trash is there. So you don't because first of all, I'm gonna come in and clown at her, Bishop. You didn't let the trash sit here all day. And the way we like the house to smell good, like for real, first of all, I ain't even playing that. And I'm a domestic guy too, man. I love to cook. And I'm washing my clothes because I care about my clothes. So I'm real funny about people who wash my clothes because I care about my clothes very much so. So I'm all about that. I agree with JC, and I don't think it's a money thing or a court thing. I know earlier on our show, they were talking about, usually you have that problem when you got less money. And I hate to say this, but Perry, if you got more money and you say to your woman, you ain't taking out no trash, she ain't mad. She like, okay. When you got less money, then she got a problem. But if you got more money, there's a whole lot of things that money make a whole lot of difference on the situation than it is when you're a middle class or the working class. Working class, now everybody got an attitude and we want to have roles. But we ain't got no roles when we start making change together or we got money. Like Bishop said, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if you got money. What we arguing about? What are we fussing about? I'm gonna cook today. You know what she gonna say? Go ahead. I'm gonna take out the trash. So I'm on. That's two on the same side. Me and Bishop is on the same side. No, I'm all for all the rules and let's get rid of all that. Whoever's home, if you get home before me, cook. I mean, what's the case may be. So I'm on that side, and Bishop, and I don't want no stay-at-home wife.
Claiborne, you ought to be shaming yourself. You know you don't come from that generation.
I know I don't, but don't tell nobody.
Hey, boy, don't let them twist you, man.
I think that is no. I agree with half of it, but come on, y'all, the garbage and all that stuff. No, come on. Where in the world is?
You know how many women are single?
Where's chivalry? They take it. Yes, I understand they take it out because they have to. But once you come along, doggone it, I almost said something else. Pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost said.
He started too early.
I almost said something else. It almost slipped out. I mean, come on,
Bishop.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna ask a question for those who don't believe in gender roles, or whether there's gender and then there's husband-wife roles. I want to ask those gentlemen. And I'm not joking when I ask this question. Would you be cool with your woman not dressing like a woman? I mean, since, hey, it's whatever. Are you cool with her having a buzz cut, wearing lumberjack shirts, Timberlands, and jeans? I mean, hell, we ain't worried about all these roles and all that other traditional
stuff. To be
stuff.
honest with you, I mean, I don't have no, but see, I'm fashion forward. I have talked to young ladies that dress like that with Timberlands. If you live on the East Coast, you're gonna talk to a girl. You're gonna talk to a girl that talks.
Okay, but watch this. I'm talking about. Listen, she dressing pretty much just like you. Hey man, listen, she got her buzz cut.
It's fashion. If they do, yeah.
Okay. But now, realistically, I'm asking Jackson and Claiborne.
Yes.
You cool, because we ain't into all these roles, traditional stuff like that. You cool with a woman, your woman, when y'all go to an event, she got her buzz cut. You know what I'm saying? She got on her lumberjack. She got on her jeans. She never wears anything like I guess we may see in the movies because everybody dismisses it. I don't know what the obsession with androgyny is.
What's the
but
word?
it's like, man, it's just like
What's the word?
everything is being.
Androgynous?
Yes.
Frank, look that up.
I
Well,
was already on it, Bishop.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. No. It
Hold
means
on.
where you
Hey,
can't
Siri.
tell what it is.
Hey Siri, what does androgyny?
Hi, Gregory.
What
How
is
can I help?
what does androgyny mean?
I
I
mean,
found some web results. I'll send them to Gregory's iPhone.
She said, "What is a
Sorry, I
drag?"
didn't catch that.
She said, "What is a dragon egg?"
Oh, right. Androgynous is where you cannot distinguish.
Refers to individuals with fully developed sexual organs of both sexes.
Go
Also
on,
called
Broderick.
hermaphrodites.
Go on, Broderick.
But now, are you ready for me to answer it?
See, yeah, because I was getting ready to answer.
So,
Oh, come
'cause I can
on.
answer.
Come
Let
on, brethren.
me answer
Yeah,
first.
prophet.
Here's the thing. I dated a girl that was
But
a
you didn't
trucker.
answer my question. You're responding, but you didn't answer my question. Yes or no?
Well, it would be yes with me because I dated a woman that was a trucker.
Okay.
And she dressed like that. She was a truck driver. And that's all she dressed every day during the week. But guess what? We all are versatile. When it was time to go to the kind of black tie event, she was able to dress in
No.
that kind.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, okay, she dressed it up like a what? A woman or a man?
No, but I'm gonna tell you. Let me finish. She wore a black pantsuit that had a stripe down the side, but it was sewed together. She had on a jacket. She didn't have on a shirt. She wore on a jacket and it was buttoned. Well, it was so classy and sewed together, and she was able to wear that. The thing about it is, you trying to make this woman a one-dimensional woman, and she's not one-dimensional. That's crazy. She's not
I'm trying to make her
one-dimensional.
anything. I'm
See,
just
Broderick.
asking you.
See, Broderick.
She's not wearing a lumberjack just to a black type affair.
But see, I think that's sexy. See, I'm a different kind of guy because I'm into fashion.
Yes, sir.
I think if a girl put on some boots and a big old lumberjack shirt and a nice little wife beater, and look at it right. Yeah, that's sexy to me.
Absolutely.
I
Okay,
dated
so-
somebody
so-
like
so
that. I
Claiborne.
love it.
But
Claiborne.
Bishop, it depends upon how they wear it too. Now, if they wearing it, kind of fitted and feminine.
No, I like
I
them
like
to
the
be.
Timbs and the clothes. I'm not with them loose
No.
clothes.
I like them to be baggy.
Clothes. I'm not with
No, give me the baggy look. Come on, y'all. It's fashion.
Come on. Hey,
Fashion.
Broderick. Hey,
Bishop,
Broderick.
I don't mind the fitted jeans with Timbs or Jordans, but I can't have them pants being two size big. I can't do that one.
Hey, Broderick.
He
this-
just turned 59. I'm 40.
see. Hey, Broderick. But does all the stuff that make her a woman still work and function the way that it's supposed to function?
Touchdown.
What? You know what? Hey, you know what? And to your point, I respect the difference of ideology. I respect it, but let it be clear. For me, I prefer a feminine woman. Now that doesn't mean she can't wear pants and
It's
hair.
just the question.
And watch
She's
this.
not feminine because she has on baggy
She's still
clothes.
feminine.
No.
Right.
I'm not saying she's not feminine. Listen to this.
He said,
I'm not saying she's
"Would
not
you do
feminine.
it?" He said, "Would you do it if all the body parts worked?"
Well, here's the thing is, I understand women dress and have that fly style, what have you. I'm just saying I don't prefer a woman who dresses more like me. I'm just saying I don't prefer it. I didn't say it was a sin. I didn't say something was wrong with it. I'm just saying for me, preferentially speaking, I prefer the feminine, traditional, girly girl. Now, if she want to switch it up and wear some pants and hats and whatever every now and then, but I'm talking about all the time.
Bro, they only wearing yoga pants right now. Broderick?
Well, I'm not talking
And
about right
pajamas.
now. Listen. I'm talking about period. Okay, so listen, and I won't back up off of it. No offense to any woman who likes to wear those things. We're talking about personal preference.
Y'all let Frank. Go ahead. Good, Roger. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm finished. Thank you, Frank. Because I saw
Let
Frank's
Frank-
eyes 5
Yeah,
minutes
let
ago.
Frank in here. Let Frank in here because I know he's gonna. And Perry.
It's been so much said on tonight.
Oh, he come from the preacher's standpoint.
Oh Lord.
Want to I would like to first give redress to the weaker vessel argument
Come on,
that
Brian.
Bishop Jackson
Oh,
that Bishop Jackson put before us. He said that, you know, the Bible does not say that she was the weaker vessel, but it says entreat her as the weaker vessel. Let's dive into that for just a moment.
Frank.
I think that when we look at the differences between men and women physically, that the weaker vessel is oftentimes right before our eyes. There's a reason the NBA sells more tickets than the WNBA. There's a reason women don't run with men in the 100-yard dash in the Olympics. There's a reason they separate women and men in the 200. There's a reason they separate men and women when it comes to lifting weights in the Olympics, because
Yes, sir.
they are indeed on two different playing fields when it comes to physicality. So weaker vessel there is very apparent. Now, I assume that when Antoine talks about weaker vessel, he is indeed talking about mentality, their emotions, perhaps their ability to maneuver in their minds in different ways than we can. Man oftentimes thinks logically. Women oftentimes think with their emotions, so they're more stronger on their emotional side than we are. But oftentimes we are more stronger in our logical side. And so that's the weaker vessel argument right there that I just wanted to give redress to, because I was interested by you saying that, Bishop Jackson. Now help me right there. What do you mean when you say that she's not the weaker vessel? Is basically what you were insinuating. Help me with that.
yeah. So basically, I agree with you, but I think that some of that though is socialized, and we just got to put that in there though. Some of that is socialized.
No, it's when you say socialized, that means
Mhm.
that you think that she would be equal if they were on the same playing field, and we've seen evidence that when
That's
when
only in
two are
sports
trained.
though. That's in
Okay,
sports, bro.
but that's physicality. That's physical. Y'all was talking about taking out trash, changing oils,
Sure.
changing tires, stuff like that. So I'm just
Yeah.
asking on different.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I think, well, I mean, basically what the scriptures is talking about is a woman's value. So I just want to say that when it is talking about entreat her like she's the weaker vessel, it's ensuring that we elevate the value of women, that we don't treat her like she doesn't have the same respect value as a man. So
No doubt.
I want, that's what the overall idea is that the scripture is talking to. But I also don't, when you're looking at sports or physicality, there are women that are out here that are physical, that are strong. That
But when you
know
put
about.
them, if you put an NBA player
Mhm.
on the same court as a WNBA player and let them play one-on-one, 9 times out of 10, the NBA player is gonna outdo the WNBA player.
But you ain't giving them the same salary. You're not giving them the same strength training. You're not. So I think that there
They
are
not
some,
bringing in the same money.
well, that's social. That's what I'm talking about. Socialization. That's why. That's why I use the
but
term socialization.
no, it's not social. It's facts, because a guy can go up and windmill, and we celebrate a woman just barely getting the ball over the rim. That's spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
But a man can do so much more because he's so much more physically superior. So that's kind of what I'm, because even when we get into clothes, it's like we acting like the differences between men and women no longer exist, because women have progressed when it comes to money. Black women oftentimes are more educated, if we use education by the standard of getting degrees, when we all know that you can get a bigger education just in life than someone can in a university. But if we want to just use it on a degree front, oftentimes black women are more educated than the black men. So if we want to talk about on that front, that's fine. But there are still some stark differences between male and female.
Yes, differences. Absolutely, I agree with differences.
Okay.
But I don't agree with differences in value. I don't even agree with the differences of strength. I think the strengths are seen in different ways. I don't think that they're lesser than. I just
Why
think
you
that
keep saying that? Why you keep
I
saying
can't have a
that?
baby. I can't have a baby, Doc. I cannot push out a baby.
You're not.
That's
You don't
strong.
have the proper parts to push out a baby.
But I'm saying he can't dunk. Okay, so if I'm comparing a woman that can't dunk with a woman that can have a baby, and to say that her strength is less than just because she can, that don't make sense.
But what does that have to do? That we can't have babies. I'm sure if we could have babies, we would be able to have babies, but we physically cannot have babies.
So that's my point. The strength is just shown in difference. The strength is not shown in it being less or more than. It's just shown in difference.
Antoine, what is the purpose of difference?
The purpose of difference is to show distinction.
For what purpose?
Function.
For what purpose?
For function. So male.
Function
female.
for what purpose?
Oh, so here's the purpose. Male, female. She carried the fetus. Wombed man. She carried the womb. That was the difference. That was the difference. The difference was she carried the womb. She carried the fetus.
To what end? To what
So
end?
hold on.
Listen.
So you telling me, Bishop Jackson?
Yes, sir.
You really believe?
I really believe
you keep on even saying strength. So you telling me that you really believe that women are physically as strong as men?
Yes.
That's crazy as hell to me. That's crazy as hell to me.
Until you can have a baby. Until you can have a baby.
Well,
Until you can carry a baby and
they
have a
proved
baby.
in tennis that no male has a faster hit than Venus, than Serena. No man has a stronger hit
Can
than
you
Serena.
have a baby?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, do y'all hear yourself right now?
Yes, I do. Strength is shown in the difference. It's not saying that one is less or more than. It's just the strength is shown in difference.
Okay, the blurring comes in and it spills over to all this other stuff, because what amazes me about this argument is that if we reverse it and men start wearing dresses, men start wearing high heels, men start wearing see-through stuff,
and some of them are.
Yeah, but that's weird. That's weird. So why do we normalize when women cross over into men stuff, but it's not normalized when men cross over into women stuff? That right there alone lets me know that there's some disconnect going on in society. Go ahead, Dwayne. I see.
So I think I'm on. I think I'm in the middle here with both of you guys. Excuse me. I think Bishop is he's on to something when he talks about the difference in strengths. But Frank, I definitely feel where you're going, because I think it's like this. We can't have a baby, and that's a different kind of strength, right? But when we do talk about physical strength, we're not talking about. Uncle made a valid point with Serena, but that's a rare case, right? We're talking a level of majority, and majority of the times, men are probably more physically. When we say physically, we're talking about like can lift more in the gym, can do certain physical aspects, more physically stronger than a woman. But Bishop AJ, you have stretched my thinking tonight, because I really believe what you're saying about a woman's strength to having a baby is a different kind of strength, and it is to be respected. But I would kind of have to lean more on Frank's side here, because that's only one thing that speaks to their level of of strength. And maybe there's a couple more things that speaks to the level of their strength. But when we talk about overall strength, like the ability to lift bags, move center block.
Here you go, Dwayne. Here you go. It just hit me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Holy Ghost. Thank you for the revelation. Here you go. Here you go. If you ain't even got to know these two people, but if you go outside right now, Antoine, and you see a man hitting a woman, the first thing you're gonna do is be like, why you putting your hands on that woman?
Right. Because
Why?
Because he's stronger than her. Yeah.
True.
I'm going on mute.
Hey, but Frank,
this is why laws are catered to women in that area, because of they don't give us laws. Natural laws are supported in the domestic violence arena, not just because the cases have been a strong number, but because they also believe that males are stronger than females. So they hold us to a higher penalty in that area because they believe that males are stronger than females. So I definitely get that point, Frank. I just wanted to add that 2 cents.
No doubt.
Frank,
No doubt.
Can
I
we
respect
get
it.
back to the
Socialization,
what does that have to do with trash and cooking, or what's the role? Are you saying trash is
No,
only a
I'm
man's
saying
role?
what I'm
I just
saying.
want to get back to that
See,
part.
y'all trying to minute it and dilute the deeper issue. The deeper issue is that we try to erase gender roles that are favorable. Women have persuaded us to do away with gender roles. Watch this, when it benefits them.
That was different, Bishop. They said it was the other way around in the room earlier.
When it benefits them. But the opposite way, they ain't having it. Case in point, a couple of weeks ago, it went viral that a woman proposed to a man. Why? If everything is equal, if everything is on even playing ground, why is that a big issue, a woman proposing to a man? And all y'all on this panel said y'all would not have that. Why? But when it comes to stuff like this, it's gender roles don't matter. We shouldn't have it.
We laughing, but I gotta agree with him. I gotta agree with him, because we did do that. America had a problem with that woman getting down on one knee, but when we talk about cooking, cleaning, and stuff like that, the narrative changes. And this is what I've been saying since day number one in this romantic space. We change the laws in the romantic space according to how women feel in the space of their bosshood. Can I say that? In the space of their independency. And so I think Frank is raising a valid point. We got to be careful, because if we're going to say that it's okay to change the dynamics over here, then it's got to be okay to change the dynamics over there.
Then here go another. One. So when we go out, y'all start opening up his door. Y'all open up his door and pull his tray out. Then y'all pay for all the dates. Then
I think you're taking it too far.
No, y'all make exceptions.
Well, not. That's kind of what Jay-Z is saying. I mean, if we go back to the original context of it, go ahead, Antoine.
Frank, it's the principle that I'm at. All I'm talking about is the principle. If we say we want partnership, then we have to look at it from a mutual equal standpoint. But how we actually choose to relate to each other in a relationship is based on our decision with the person that we're with. So how I relate to her, if she decides that she wants to take out the trash, she probably has a reason why she wants to take out the trash, and I'm not going to take that away from her. But I'm saying, to make it a blanket statement, I think is the difficulty for me, because if we continue to teach the narrative that a woman is not as strong as a man, we will never have partnership. Because I think that there are areas that women are strong and we should acknowledge and be okay with.
They're
well, they are, and that one of them is having a baby. Hell, y'all niggas would fall out in a minute.
You hear me? The cold, Bishop, the cold.
I mean, I saw Deanna saying here, we act like we little babies when we sick with a cold, and it's a fact. It's a fact. and they still
Okay.
be going about doing what they need to do. So if you put it that way, I almost gotta go with the young man, the young bishop in the house.
No, y'all.
No,
See,
I mean, Frank, you
see,
probably be balled up in the corner somewhere if you
no,
in bed
no,
when
brother.
you
I
see
don't.
die.
Everybody know me. I don't even. I got to be about to die to
Yeah, I'm
even
the
take
same way.
medicine.
Yeah,
To
I'm the
take
same way.
medicine.
I'm the same way.
So
We haven't heard from the young man called Dr. Oren Perry. He trying to be neutral. Somebody here must be watching.
No, no,
Come on, Bishop.
no. I
Whenever a
gender
man on
role.
this panel be quiet, that means somebody watching. They got a new boo or
No,
something.
I've been thinking about the question. Like, I think Antoine
So
gave a
let me
valid point.
reset. Let me reset. Like we in Clubhouse. Okay, and then you come. So 359 is on here. We need to get to 400, y'all. Y'all hit them shares and likes. We 1 hour in. I want a relationship. This is Jay-Z. This is from his official page. I want a relationship with no gender roles. We both hustlers. The man got all them $1 billion. He's talking about we both hustlers. We both hustlers. We both cook. We both clean. We both pay. We're both romantic and we spoil each other.
and he lying because they both ain't cleaning nothing. That's a lie.
Well, they got to pick up after somebody. They ain't just walking around and just saying, cometh thou and picketh up this and picketh up that.
They are. If you had $1 billion, you man, listen.
No, you don't lose touch like that.
Jay-Z is lying. They ain't cleaning up or cooking nothing.
Frank, I have a housekeeper, but I'm not gonna wait till she come back and
You not a billionaire either, Bishop.
I am.
Yes, he is. There it is. He wasn't gonna tell you, but
I
he is.
speak it by you know we church for I speak it by faith. No, I mean, okay, so go ahead, Oren Perry.
I believe in gender roles. I believe in it, but at the same token, I believe in supplemental functions. Supplement me in the areas that I'm weak in. When you to Antoine's perspective, I agree with the women have not had or men don't understand the vocation of pushing out a baby, their strength, but also there are various things that men have that women can't do either. So it's based upon the perspective that you sit on. However, in Oren Perry's house, the Candy Man, the Candy House, I believe I believe in gender roles and I believe in functional roles. I believe that a woman, of course, if I am traveling and the trash is, high, of course, take that out. I'm not there. That's supplemental. But at the end of the day, that's still my role. I don't want, and to Broderick's perspective, he said something, I don't want no woman I don't want your Tim boots right beside me. And I like a woman in heels. That's me. That's my prerogative. I don't want a woman. And I understand the
Y'all
millennial. I
such
understand changing.
old young men. Oh my God.
I cannot take. I don't want no woman standing with me with no boots. In my mind, I wear Tim boots unlaced. And so
They
we
can have
thugged
boots
out.
on. They can have boots on and nothing else is fine with me.
Absolutely.
I get that.
Shana.
That's the truth. But however, in
Oh,
public
okay. See,
places,
I thought I could get you to see it my way.
yeah, you did it. But
Go
the
ahead.
same token, I really don't want that in totality. I understand the cultural trends. I understand all of that. But it's nothing like a woman in heels to me. I like a woman in heels. I like a woman that walks that way. But at the same token, I believe that it's based upon every relationship. Because there are some areas that women are stronger in financially. A lot of times, men are not. So, I think it's all about the relationship. It's all about where you are. It's all about how you see things. But at the end of the day, I think that I believe in gender roles. I don't want no genderless roles in my house. I'm going to say no to that. I respect Jay-Z, but he's a billionaire. He got his coins. He's dangerously in love on top of where he got all that. But at the end of the day, I don't I don't want
The
all
next
that.
thing they're gonna be trying to normalize and tell us is normal is men getting pegged.
Men doing what, bro?
Pegged. Men
What's
getting
that?
pegged. That's gonna be Google it.
Can I Google that without it alert me?
Google
Hey
it.
Frank,
Siri,
Google
Frank, you so far out
Google
there.
men pegging.
what's
That's
man
what y'all gonna be
pegging?
on next. That's
It's,
since
it's, but it's
ain't no
already
gender
happening.
roles. Since ain't
It's
no
already
gender
happening.
roles.
Hey Siri, what's a
Don't
man
ask
getting
Siri,
paid?
please.
What's a
Don't
man
ask Siri.
pegging?
I'll send them to Gregory's iPhone.
A man getting paid.
Bishop and Siri tonight got me
Don't
weak.
ask Siri. You listen, Frank.
She
They
messing
already
it all
do.
up. She talking about pay gaps. That ain't a pay gap. Is
Oh
it?
my
No.
God.
Siri ain't hearing right.
Oh yeah,
Siri
I just
ain't
saw
hearing.
it. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
What is it? What is it, Padre?
Well, let me put it in gentle terms.
All right.
A woman is not born with it, but she can go and buy it and go to work on you.
Oh,
okay.
gotcha.
Okay.
My God. No, Frank, we can't normalize that now.
Why
No,
not?
No, we
Why-
doing it. We
hey,
getting rid
why
of gender
not?
roles.
Why
We
stop?
getting rid of
Why-
gender roles.
Gender roles is different than functional roles, bro.
I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick
What are
of
you
y'all
talking
tonight.
about?
I'm tired.
Function?
I'm
What is you? What is in your cup? What is you drinking?
You mad?
What is you talking about, Frank? What is he drinking, Bishop down there? We got to go to his house. He need an intervention. We is not talking about all of that. Hey, Bishop Johnson, we done went from trash to pagan. That's on a whole nother scale. What is he talking about? Frank,
I'm done.
Frank,
dog.
But it's a slippery slope. Would you agree?
No.
Okay, for
No.
me, listen, preferentially speaking and almost principally speaking. Now, let's also keep in mind Jay-Z ain't saved. I mean, he doesn't appear to be saved.
what the
Okay,
hell
no,
is
watch
with
this.
that?
Okay, let me go Bible just for a moment.
Yeah, but
You know this.
Yeah, you don't know if he's saved or not. But go ahead.
Okay, I'm saying he does not appear to be. Doesn't sound like nothing that's along the line of what I grew up for 56 years coming into
Hove
the
is his
understanding.
name. HOV.
Okay, and he got that from the original. Okay, he borrowed. He
Well, we
infringing
might
on
know something
copyright.
about it.
Okay, but let's go here. Genesis chapter 2. And you can read somewhere between verses 17 and beyond. The Bible speaks, listen to this, catch this, lean in, listen strong. You're not that smart. Listen to wisdom.
You listen to this. We're all into the show, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, Broderick.
Go, Broderick, go ahead. Go ahead. That's a private joke. Go ahead, Broderick. Go ahead. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you. Go ahead.
Okay, here it is. Genesis chapter 2. It speaks of how, for whatever reason, God, we believe to be God, put them, listen, I don't want to go too far, but the man was on the earth first. For whatever reason, he was on earth first. Then God decides to put the man to sleep for whatever reason. He then pulls a rib out of the man. So watch this. Suck on this for a while, if you will, mentally. The first human being to ever give birth to another human being was not a woman, it was a man. Because out of that man, you can say whatever, maybe the process was different, but a woman came out of a man. Read your Bible. What was the purpose of that? Why didn't the first man come out of the woman? Why did the first woman come out of the man? Why? There was no discussion then about roles.
He didn't give birth to her.
But guess what? Let me tell you something.
He didn't give birth to her.
Okay, but the first one that came out of another human being was not a man out of a woman, but a woman out of a man. I don't care how you try to slice it.
Out of. God took her. So you
Okay,
y'all, it is a difference.
so
He didn't give birth to
he
her.
did not.
God took
He
her.
didn't take the man. He didn't take the man out the woman the first time.
What's the point?
Okay, here's the point. Listen, the point is this: God has a reason for doing what He does. Let's go. Hey, go over to Ecclesiastes. To everything there is a time. And there's a purpose, an intention, a meaning, a reason. That's why we have a lot of confusion now, because what people are basically saying with their mental pride, their intelligence and ideologies and philosophizings and logisticizing is that, guess what? We know better than the one who created us. Okay, but the creator had a reason for bringing the woman out of the man. However you call it, birth, bringing out, whatever. Bottom line is, he didn't bring the man out of the woman. He brought the woman out of the man. And read your Bible, Genesis chapter 2. It says he pulled the woman out of the man, brought her to the man.
Pressure
to
claim,
help the
pressure
man.
claim.
Yes. Broderick for
Pressure claim.
reproduction. He did it for reproduction. How was
Okay.
he going to reproduce?
Right, but the point is,
mankind
let me
in the
answer this. Why did he not pull the man out of the woman the first time? Tell me why.
The reason why he did not do that is because Genesis is not the first book of the Bible. Genesis shows us the narrative of reproduction. That's why. So I think that you
Okay,
might be
so
reading
he-
into the story instead of realizing that the reason why it is put there is so that we can understand God's big idea of putting humans in the earth to reproduce after his own kind. That's really it.
Okay,
That's really it.
so
All right,
okay.
I
let me
just
answer
wonder,
this.
I just wonder if we agree with Jay-Z. I'm not trying to. Do we agree with Jay?
I agree with Jay.
I don't agree with Jay-Z for a plethora
agree.
of reasons. I don't.
I don't agree
I'm a
with
liberal
Jay-Z.
man. I'm a liberal man, but my beliefs are still based, and this is not putting nobody else down.
Isn't this more about not having control over one another? Can we I mean, we're not in charge of anybody. People are grown. We don't have to say I'm this. See, I'm against that. I'm the man. I'm the woman. Maybe it's where I'm at in life now. I said that earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Even in church now, being in charge is overrated. Okay.
Bingo.
A nigga because he signed a checkbook, he's in charge. No, you're not in charge of what? Okay. Somebody that's really powerful is people that have people under them and they can lead them. Not because you sign a checkbook and all that. So being in charge is underrated for me. Can we get along? Can we communicate? And gentlemen, we must look at what the man is saying. Okay, Frank, I hear you about the gender roles. Okay, I understand the way we were made, and I get all that. But is there something deeper in here than just us talking about the gender roles? Okay, maybe we don't like the gender roles, Johnson, but is there something deeper that we can get along with one another? The communication where we don't have to, where we can sit down with one another and don't have to worry about who the hell taking out the garbage, who the hell closed the gate. I mean, like, who let the dog out? I mean, that's all hold on. I'm coming to Dwayne. That's all I'm saying. When I read this, to me, it's more than just I'm a man, she a woman. I think we know who we are. Okay, but we know who we are, So at the end of the day, is there something in this that we can help be better? We can be better communicators with one another. I mean, seriously.
That's good.
Bishop, I understand what you're trying to say. I understand your point.
I ain't trying to say it. I said it, but go ahead. Not just I'm teasing. Go ahead.
But
Go
the
ahead.
problem that I'm having is that Jay-Z and Beyonce that's not their reality. And most of us live in the reality of gender roles. That's not their reality. The other thing I'm still struggling with is Jay-Z's motivation of raising this idea or this concept, because again, I see a pattern of behavior.
Okay, so let me. I don't. Yeah, but Dwayne Wade is too far out there. That's too far.
Yeah.
That's too far. I hear you, John. But let me ask you this, Johnson. Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Do you believe that both people should hustle?
I believe that both people hustle. No, I do not believe that.
So you want your wife at home?
No, I don't want my wife at home either.
So
So this is what I believe. I believe that it is my responsibility to take care of everything. And if my wife so decide to participate, she's going to be more than welcome to participate. But I believe that the man should have that has the charge to protect and to provide for his family.
Do you believe both parties should cook? Could cook? If both parties can cook, is it all right if you cook and she cook?
I'm not going to cook personally, but I do not have any problems with men cooking.
Do you believe that both parties should clean, or you should call over to pick up your drawers?
I'm probably going to do very little cleaning because I'm not domestic, but again, I'm not against it.
What about both paying?
Both paying, and she's my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Only if she decides to work and hustle with me, it'd be her decision.
Okay. Now, I bet you I get you on this one.
Go ahead.
You're both romantic, unless you just wanted to lay there.
Well, that's different, Bishop.
Oh, it's different now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Because now
different now.
but Bishop, if you listen to my line of questioning, I was not against.
Different now.
Holy Bishop, I wasn't against.
Oh, she ain't got to participate with that neither.
No, listen, Bishop, I was not.
Chauvinistic.
But Bishop, I was not against anything. I was also expressing my personal preference.
Okay.
And I think that's the issue. I think that we're now trying to create a narrative that that there are no conservative men, there are no traditional values men. No, you have liberal men, you have progressive men, you have traditional men with traditional values, and I happen to be one of those guys, and I'm not going to buckle against society or the culture, because one thing that I've learned about culture, this is what I learned about culture. Culture do not have the intellect to sustain their beliefs. They're constantly evolving, following what celebrities say or what the new trends and the fashions are. And you all know, as pastors and preachers, when people get in trouble, they tend to revert back to some of those traditional values that they learned when they were younger. From a psychological perspective, they tend to revert back. They start to go back to prayer. They start to go back to what they saw and some of that wisdom that they learned from Big Mama. When they start to get in trouble, they start to revert back. Because one thing about the culture is on nobody's side. The culture is on nobody's side. I can guarantee you, especially if you're black.
So you think this is more about the culture?
I think it's more about the culture. I think it's also about an agenda that the enemy has working through the culture. Yes, I do think it's about the culture. Think about it, Bishop. Let me say it like this, Bishop.
Dwayne, as soon as he
those
gets you.
people who are giving voice through the media, through these articles, through these platforms, they all tend to lean in one direction. And everybody else is supposed to fall in line and then adopt these beliefs.
Well,
and if you desire to do that, if you desire to do that, more power to you. But you're not going to influence a person like me. You know, I'm not going to be influenced by it. But I support you doing. I support the man, Frank, that wants to be paid. But as for me and my house, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, I guess my grandfather rolling over in his grave, because I done went somewhere along the way.
Jesus.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
Huh? What
you
you just say,
at,
Bishop?
Huh? I done went astray. Y'all make me sound like I ain't even saved.
What you say though, Bishop? What did you say?
I said my grandfather rolling around in his grave, because he's probably wondering where did he go wrong? Because y'all just sound so just so old.
I'm gonna have to. I just kind of just want to disagree a little bit with you, Pastor Jay, and I truly respect you, because you always.
I'm gonna add women watching my car to my list now. Okay, I'm going back on mute.
Okay, you're sick, Frank. Pastor Jay, I'm gonna disagree with you just a little bit, because you always consistent in what you do, but I think we can't compare D Wade to Jay-Z. All right. Yeah. D Wade is definitely far out left field, and we don't need to discuss that any further. I think we agree that he's far out left field. I think I agree with Bishop on this with Jay-Z. I don't really think this is a demonic attack. However, I do think there. Why are you laughing, Oren? However, hit my heart. I do think that there is a demonic attack on the family, but I don't think that is coming through this form. Okay, I think that this form that we're talking about tonight is just the ability of stretching us a little further than where we are. And you said one key word, Pastor Jay, that I agree with: preference. Is what we had a conversation about the other day concerning a picture that was put up on social media. Saints were trying to use scriptures to describe why it was inappropriate. But if we're going to do that, we do realize that when the police pull us over, they could use catch-22 scriptures. I mean, not scriptures, but catch-22 laws to get into our cars. So we got to be careful that we don't use laws or scriptures to try and justify what is our preference, what we don't like from our preference, what we don't like from our bias preference. And I stick by that because I think that whoever told us that, and I oftentimes ask people, what is traditionalism? What is it? Because we talk about men providing, define what provision is, because we do know, and I'm just speaking for me. We do know that most women now in society are going to kill men financially, kill them. Let me say it loud and proud: kill them, because they are grabbing the bag. It does not speak to the laziness of us. It just speaks of the opportunities that they are getting. So they're going to kill us. So define provision for me. Because if provision is predicated upon that we make more than them, we've already lost. We've lost.
I'm glad you said that, Dwayne. I didn't
Pastor Jay, let me finish painting my picture, and then I'm going to shut up. We've lost that battle, okay? Number two, we got to define provision. Then we got to define traditionalism. And oftentimes people go to the traditionalism of women staying at home, men working. Well, ask this next question. Why did they do that? Why did they do that in that era? Bishop talked in his room the other day about the sons of Issachar and understanding the times. Let's bring that into a practical sense. We move into times not for society's sake, but rather for the congruent of who we are as people. It's not necessarily congruent with the majority now in today's society that women are at home not working. We want cars. We want houses and lands. Guess what it's going to take? 2 people. Now, how do we divide the household up in this era that takes 2 people to build wealth in? That means if it's going to take 2 people to build wealth, I might have to cook sometimes. I might have to clean sometimes. And it does not mean that I'm not providing. It does not mean that she's not being a woman. It just means that I'm able to decipher what is congruent with the household that we're trying to build. It does not mean I'm not a traditionalist. It does not mean that I don't believe that men shouldn't do certain things. It just means I'm congruent with the household that we're trying to build and we're trying to raise. And so I think for us tonight, Jay-Z is trying to just stretch us and say, he probably used to think like this. I'm a traditionalist. I'm going to bring home this bag. But he realized, holy crap, my wife bringing home a bag just as equal as me. What do I do now? How do I handle this now? Because that day of me bringing home the bag more than her, no, sir. Y'all can disagree with me all you want. It flipped. So now, does that mean I'm not a provider? No, you still won, but what does it look like? How does it sound? What is the context of it? And I think sometimes we can get locked into how we were raised, what we feel comfortable in, that causes us to stay and stick with what we know instead of kind of stretching our mindset around that. Pastor Jim.
But hold on, Dwayne. I think you can do. I think that you can do both. But when you said that Jay-Z, when he looked up at the sky and got this epiphany, My only question is, did he get it before he cheated or after he cheated? I'm still going back to that.
Yeah, but you can't keep
Second
holding
thing-
that.
hold on,
Keep
second
going
thing-
there.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go there. Yeah, because that plays a big part in these responses.
So
So
you
you
think
think-
you
you
think because
think
he
he jumped
cheated, B told him to talk like this?
Yeah.
Beyonce ain't telling this that man. You know I know Jay-Z, and he's not talking like this because she say so. That ain't the case. Trust me. That's not the way he
I'm not
acts.
saying because she say so. That's not what I'm saying.
So you think he has
I'm
to
saying
dumb me?
the
You think he has to dumb me
the
down because
psychological behavior of when these men they tend to commit infidelity and they still love their wives and want to be with their wives. I'm noticing from DJ.
Pastor J, if you was
to
somebody
Dwayne
that
Wade, I'm
been
going all the
married,
way down the list.
but if you
Look at the
somebody, but you,
psychological
Pastor J,
profile, the
you
behavior.
ain't never been
and
married,
all
so how
those
you
men
speak
start talking
on?
differently after they cheated.
You ain't
Hey,
never been married.
Bishop, I got a question, Bishop, Pastor J. When pastors in the church fail, do they change their language?
Some of them do, unfortunately.
So
Some of
his,
them do, unfortunately.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. Let me ask you a question. Is it wrong that they changed their language because they came into a revelation that makes them better? Or are you saying that they only changed their language because they're trying to get on the good side of their women? I'm just raising this. Maybe they changed their language because they came into a level of truth.
Dwayne, is both. There are some that would change their language because they have grown from the situation.
Yes,
There's
sir.
some are changing their language to try to pacify the person that they hurt.
And that
Now,
may
let
be
me
He ain't no
also-
Are we gonna put
also-
that pacifying on Jay-Z?
He ain't no
Oh,
pacifier.
yeah. Yeah, I
What
believe
do you
Jay-Z is pacifying. Yes. I don't
Jay-Z is
believe
no
that he just got this revelation and this epiphany. I would like to hear if y'all can show me some example of these men that are high profile, these celebrities that have this epiphany before their cheat. Then I can have a different discussion with you all. But until I
Pastor
see
J,
the pattern,
you're talking,
until I see the pattern change.
Pastor J.
Because I'm a student of psychology. Until I see the pattern change, I'm gonna go along with what I have learned and my professional.
You talking from theory and your philosophy.
I'm talking from
Because-
actions too.
No,
Behavior,
you ain't. But
behavior and actions too.
You've
Behavior
never been married to say what a married man does when he cheats.
Bishop, I can still analyze the timing of it.
That's all you're doing is analyzing.
That's all I need to do. The timing of it. Don't try to soundbite it, Bishop. I know how the media works. We want to soundbite stuff.
I ain't soundbiting. I'm just saying you ain't never been
timing
there.
of it, Bishop. Don't leave out the
How
analyzing.
bad was the cheating?
That don't work with me, Bishop. No, I've been in the game for a little while. I
The
understand.
cheating was how far back? Are you telling me he just made this statement a few days ago? The cheating was years ago.
Not years ago. It was about 3 or 4 years ago. 5 years.
Years.
Back.
So
Yeah,
so
He
you
just not coming up with this.
he's just now coming up with this.
No. This I don't think he just came up with it. He's just now making it public, making these public statements. He just ain't thought about this yesterday and made a public statement. That's not how it works.
Why
Those
they change?
celebrities, they're well thought out, and they have a team also that work with them. Let's keep it real now. They have a team of handlers that also work with them as they make these public statements. Let's keep it real. But I also
why
want to
would he
get
do that beforehand?
No,
I
I
need to
think
get back to that provision
Johnson.
that
I
Dwayne
think you
talked
living in.
about.
I think you living in TV land more than I am.
No, I'm living in reality.
No,
Bishop, I ain't never seen him
not
act
when
like
you
this.
say. Not when you say they handlers. Man, everybody don't have handlers. And Jay-Z.
We're not talking about everybody, Bishop. We're talking about Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, first of all, is a creative. He's a rapper. He's somebody that has freedom of thought and freedom of speech. So
And he still watches what he says. He still watches what he says. He had people to look over what he said.
Okay.
Yes, sir. He's not Kanye. Kanye is a different ball game. But Jay-Z, no, we're not
Bishop,
going to.
I've never seen him like this tonight, Bishop. He is on one tonight.
I want to get back to the provision part, though.
every night that he does it. Every night and then it's just right.
Yeah, every now and then, Dwayne. Every now and then.
Every now and then. No, he's been like this before. Frank,
Bishop,
right?
Bishop,
Frank?
Bishop,
He's been like this before.
Bishop,
Yeah.
Bishop Davis.
Yeah.
Just let it be known, I shut up at 10 minutes after the hour.
Let me
For
say
the
this.
record, fellas,
Let me
for
say
the
this.
record, I shut up.
Let me say this. There's a young lady that put a while Johnson and Dwayne were going back and forward. And she said, and I want to agree with her. This is how we can sum it up. This is how we can sum it up. It's called personal preference. And the reason why we do this is so that you can hear all of the collective opinions. Frank, Antoine, Broderick, Perry, Johnson, ain't nobody mad at nobody. Claiborne, Williams, Joe when he's here, all of us. Because, ladies, the main thing is the men is talking. How many times do you hear men this passionate? This is what has been the journey for the last 40, what, Broderick?
45 weeks.
45 weeks that
Straight.
the men talk. And so, ladies, you should be taking notes and you should be telling your other girlfriends throughout the week to look at this because this is men talking. And so you can garner from their thoughts and say, I want a little bit of Broderick. I want a little bit of Jay, Pastor Jay. And maybe I need a little bit of Bishop because he's and Antoine, he all the way out there. That's why me and Antoine so much alike. The garbage thing kind of threw me, but I don't want to take out garbage, but I just think at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, because we're getting more men that's watching this.
Yeah.
You find yourself in here somewhere.
Yeah.
For me,
That's good.
here's the other thing. I'm 59. Okay, Broderick is the next second oldest, and I think Broderick, how old are you?
56.
Claiborne.
I'm next 3.
Okay, so there you go. So I'm probably the most liberal out of all of them. Okay, I wasn't always that way. There's a lot of music I hear, and everybody be talking about. There was a time, it was a dark time when I was just church, but I got free about 10 years ago, whatever that is to me. And so I'm in a different space in life than others. I've evolved in my thought and I love God. You don't love God? I love God. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
But I have a wider view of God and I see him in a bigger scope now. I do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm ever evolving. I agree with a lot of what Jay-Z is saying, only from the standpoint, Frank, not the gender piece as much. I don't even know about all that. All I know is that I want somebody, his attention and his delivery. I want somebody I can get along with that much.
Yeah.
If they really, Johnson, let's say it's no handlers. I hear you. They do have them. Let's say that this is not for no movement or nothing, that he really feel that this works for them and they get along. Hey, okay, maybe he is paying a sin offering, Johnson.
The right one comes. Sorry.
Maybe he is paying a sin offering. Okay, I don't know. But what I do know, the sound of it that I like, here's what I like about it. That it sound like they getting along. And they're not fussing about, no, I ain't gonna do what you saying. You ain't gonna do. Ain't the real thing is, can we just get along? Like at the end of the day, Jackson, don't you want somebody that you can just get along with? If the garbage is sitting there, yeah, just pick it up. Just if the sink need wiping, I'm gonna wipe it on them, and I don't like doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Whether they got a lot of money and they decide that heck, I like all the points. I want you to spoil me. I spoil you, you spoil me. You at the mall and you see something, you want to buy me a Lamborghini, go ahead, whatever. At the end of the day, we spoil each other. She take out her black card, speaking it by faith. She take out her black card and want to pay. I used to be like that. No. I done sold in tears. I done bought a lot of stuff down, and I believe God is going to reward me with somebody that's going to remember me. And that's going, when we out eating, or she say, I just bought you, this, and I just bought you, or we going on a trip. I paid for it already. You think I'm gonna say no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck to the no. I'm not. So at the end of the day, it's about personal preference. And that's what all of our prayers should be, is that God would kiss us with the person that we need, that will meet our needs.
Yeah.
I want Johnson to have exactly what he wants. The woman sitting on the second row with the big hat. He's a priest, provider, protector. Lord knows I want Broderick to find somebody.
Somebody.
After 40 years, Jesus. Antoine, all of them. Frank, if I got to find him a foodie. You know, Perry the Candyman, everybody, Dwayne, and Lord, DMX, he got to find him somebody.
Somebody, exactly.
So,
Fast.
ladies and gentlemen that's watching, do you know what it is you want? Like, for real.
Good
Like,
question, Bishop.
do you know what it is? And it's 352 of you on at 11:34. Do you know what you really want? Like, do you know who you have? You even sat down and thought about? Some of you say you've been on here 45 weeks. So out of this 45 weeks, yes, we laugh and we banter and we go back and forward and all that stuff. But by now, if you've been taking this journey with us for 40-some weeks, you ought to have some kind of idea. As for me, this has helped me. This has helped me to determine more of what I want and don't want. That's even more important than what you want. What you don't want.
That's good.
What you don't want is important.
Yeah.
And to be able to watch this, Antoine. And how fast can you identify it? How fast can you identify what you don't want so that you won't be wasting time? Because every day it's a new day and we waste time getting to know somebody all over again. How many times? Jesus Christ. And you think it's the right one and it's not the right one. Miss Loretta said, yep, this week I sat down with a dictionary, thesaurus notebook, define what I want. We take time and think about what kind of car we want, what kind of house we want, what we want to wear. Do you think about what you want to accent your life? Not to bring you happiness, because nobody can make you happy, but they can enhance your happiness. They can't bring you joy, but they can add to the joy. So while you're single, you figure out what it is you want. Do you want a Jay-Z and Beyonce type situation? It's okay. Do you want to share? I could see somebody. As Antoine was talking, I could see the woman that he would have. She'd be like, okay, babe, I'm good. I got the garbage. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do this. And we got to start getting to the place that we okay with what somebody else want. We ain't got to live with them. Heck, what do you want? That's the most important question. Not what none of these men want. I know some of y'all may want them, but that ain't important. What's as important is, I'm coming back, Frank. What's important is, whatever make y'all come back. What's important is, what do you want?
That's powerful.
Not how they look, because looks are fleeting. I mean, Dwayne is in his 30s. He done lost his already.
Oh, wait.
So, I mean, so what do you want? Tonight, as we give that $45, and some of the brothers, Joe sent his already, and I think Perry sent his, and I want those of you that would give that $45. If I could just get 30 of you, just 30 of you out of 345 people on here that would give 45. Some of you can double it to 90. Some of you can give 145. This has been therapy for y'all. But at least tonight, God is going to send us what we need. Yeah, he's going to send us what your triggers will not be pushed, because that's good, Eva. How many of you will stand? There are 10 of you that could give 145 and just help meet this budget. The men were so kind to me last week. They didn't take anything, but I want to make sure that they're blessed tonight. So let's do it. Let's get it done. And tonight, I want you to sow for what you want in a man or woman. Because Antoine, Frank, everything reproduces after its own kind. You put an apple seed in the ground, it's going to bring apples. I've never seen a cherry seed produce oranges. So if you're sowing a seed for what you want in a relationship, then that's what's going to come back. So tonight, I need 30 of you that would sow $45. Just 30 of you. $ Greg Davis 10. $ Greg Davis 10. PayPal, contact Greg Davis at Gmail. Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries. Zelle, Greg Davis at Gmail. Venmo, Greg Davis 1. There's a young lady that's behind the scenes. She pushes the buttons. Her name is Marlinda. You want to take care of her. Thank you, Vinley. Appreciate you. Sharon, thank you. Let's get it done, y'all. Can I get 10 of y'all? Let's say I'm going to stand with you for the budget tonight, Bishop, of 145. 145. 10 of you. Thank you. I'm going to call your names as you give. We still got 300, Greer. Deacon Greer, we still got 300 on here. He'd be looking at the numbers. Thank y'all. Jessica, 45. Sharon, 45. Frank Ray, 3rd, 45. Claiborne, 45. Marie Bullock, 10. Thank you. Dwayne, 35. Broderick, 50. Oren Perry Ministries, 45. Joe, 50. Thank y'all. Come on, I need some more of you to do it. Teresa Bryant, $45. Another awesome session. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, let's get it done. Quentin Hardy, 45. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Quentin Hardy. Perry, you look like you wanted to say something. Did you want to say something?
Yes, sir, Bishop.
I know when your forehead get like this. I know
yes,
you.
I do believe that tonight, as you sow, God's going to give you the desires of your heart. Tonight, as you heard the plucking of the men's minds as different perspectives that range from various places. But tonight, the main thing that matters is the mind of God and what you desire from God. That God will send someone that will supplement you, somebody that will adapt to you, someone that you can grow with. And I said it last week, that the week before, rather, that not just someone that will love you, but someone that will love you correctly, which will grow into a healthy love, a healthy relationship. And while you're sowing your 45 and you're giving on the vocation of what God has required of you, believe God tonight. Believe Him that God can do, God will do. And I believe that this is the month where we will see the hand of God manifest what we've been praying for. We will see help. We will see love. We will see romance. We will see the friendship we need. The greatest transaction of wealth is relationships. And tonight, I pray that God will send you relationships. I pray that God will send you someone that will love you back to health, someone that will love you back to wholeness, someone that will repair you, that will bandage you, that will give you what you need based upon the motivation of you wanting to be healed in yourself. And tonight, even as you're looking for others to love you, I even pray and decree and declare that God will give you the capacity to love yourself, that you will know yourself, you will know what you desire, you will know what you want, and that you will go to a healthy perspective, and you will grow into what you need to be, because it's imperative that you understand you cannot love God without loving yourself, because you are His reflection. And so I want you to sow that 45. And you heard Bishop make a declaration that we believe that God is going to give you the desires of your heart. I believe that you can have exactly what you desire. You don't have to die and go to heaven to be happy. You can have it all right now. He died that you might have life, and life that much more abundantly. So that 45, I believe something major is going to happen this month, and there will be testimonies. Our bishop was talking about it earlier. There'll be testimonies of how romance walked in your house, how you were found, and how you have the right person that will love you back to wholeness, and you can build them as well. Thank you again, Bishop.
Thank you so much. Ariel Dorset, Lori Young, Blake Davis, Vinley Smith, and AW Enterprise, all 45, AW Enterprise 145.
That's Angelica.
Angelica, yes. How you know she
What
wanted
name
her-
did you call?
How did you know she
Yeah,
wanted her name called?
names.
Yeah, she might not want her name called.
Well, she do it every
Who was
week.
the
She
other
always say
Davis?
that's who it
Okay,
is.
okay.
Did you say your name? Did you say your name, Bishop? What name did you say when you said Davis?
Oh,
Blake Davis?
Blake. Yeah.
Oh, they might be related to you. Okay.
Lori Young, Whitney Robinson 45, Ellen 50, Tina Jones 45. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to. They be telling me to check on the other side. All right. Just need. I see you, Prophet Delaney. Need. Let me see who else gave over here. Shalise Burke. Thank you so much, Shalise Burke, for 45. If I can get about 10 more of you and some more of you that would give the 145, we're going to get off of here. We'll make it off of here before 12. $ Greg Davis 10. $ Greg Davis 10. Who else got something? Want to say something? Prophet Claiborne?
Yeah, Bishop, I was as I was sitting there, the Lord was saying that we really have infused belief back into relationship. While I've not been on this show the whole 45 project, I really believe that people think that it's going to happen for them now. I really believe that they with the humor and everything else, but they really got to see solid men talk, that it's possible, that want things happen. And I was sitting there and the Lord kept I can just hear the bells ringing, that people really believe it's possible. There were so many women that did not think it was an opportunity to happen. But tonight, your belief just got signified with it. It's as amazing and as crazy and as passionate as this conversation was tonight. I really believe a lot of women was infused into believing that it was possible, that something is possible, relationship is possible. And I will share with you tonight that even in your giving, give with not what you believe is happening for your life now, Prophet Perry, but what you believe it's going to happen, what you believe is going to happen in your life, and then start declaring it. I know oftentimes we look at that declaring as very light and is it any power behind it? But everything that I've ever gotten in my life, I declared it. Bishop now has wrote a powerful book and called it Manifest. What are you speaking in your life? And some of y'all should be speaking that before the end of this year, I'm going to be in relationship. Before the end of this year, things are going to turn around for me. Before I'm going to at least have found my purpose person. I told one of my spiritual daughters today, I said, we don't have time to make mistakes anymore. And Bishop says this all the time. Some of us are at a place that we got to hit it, Bishop Jackson, and make sure it's good hit this time. And so tonight, when you sow that seed with this mindset, it is turning for me. I'm in a relationship. I mean, just start speaking it out of your mouth. God, you bringing him, you bringing her. It is happening right now. And you may not believe in the power of your seed because you're looking at your seed to only bring you a house, Dwayne, only to bring you a car, only to bring you a business. But your seed can cause all things to flow in your life, and whatever's been locked up. So relationship has been locked up in your life all of this time, all of these years. I dare you to declare, to write that in your seed, that this year it is breaking for me. Bishop said on last night and with the prophets that prosperity is going to happen in relationship. Bishop. Prosperity is going to happen in my life, not only in just one area, but in all areas. And you ought to do that. Quickly put it in the ground. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. I'll think about it and maybe I'll do it tomorrow. You got the chance now. The time is now. Put it in the ground before midnight. Make things happen. Why we sow up here. Every one of us sow up here, not because of what Bishop is going to do for us, but we put in the seed. The seed doesn't change. It doesn't change whatever happens. It doesn't change whatever happens at the end. My seed is important, and we put in here every week. And so I'm challenging you all tonight. That's still dragging, still slow. Let me put that seed in the ground. I put in 45, but I'm going to add another. Do whatever God is speaking in your life and watch things turn around. We got a couple over in Bishop's over in the when the right one come on Clubhouse, and I believe we're going to get some people from this stadium and this platform too. They're going to call you and say, Bishop, I got engaged, and it happened after watching this show. I found my purpose person after watching this show. I believe that we're going to get testimonies, Bishop, that people are going to be so blessed because of what happened on this show every Monday night.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else before we close? Thank you, Prophet Delaney, 145, for supporting the men on tonight. He said, keep building, Dad. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody else? Frank Ray? You say you weren't going to say nothing else, but come on, give us a word of encouragement like you do.
It's been fun tonight, Bishop.
That's because he wanted to say some other stuff. He had more in him for the conversation. All right, y'all. If I could just get 10 more, y'all, it's still 230 of y'all on here. I want to meet the budget, y'all. And the only way we can keep this going, I will not have these men come every week. I want to be able to them to pay for some groceries or something for coming here every week. Just 10 more of you would give $45. Just 10 more of you all.
Yo, Bishop, I'll say this, while we're waiting, a couple of minutes ago, while we were talking, my daughter came in and she started her first job today.
Oh,
she came in and just showed me this thing that she is making for the summer camp that she's working for at the church tomorrow. And I just want the ladies to know that, I know we're entertaining y'all, we're talking and we're sharing, but we actually are real men with real lives and very responsible, with what we're doing with our lives. And she can hear me in earshot having these conversations every Monday night. So please understand that anything that we say, we're saying with dignity and respect, because we know that we have our daughters that are watching us, and we want to be an example for our kids. And thankfully, with the things that are shared on this show tonight, it allows me to be able to have conversations with her that school her. And so I just want y'all to know that this show really means a lot. It is not just for entertainment. It is not just for something to do. For me, I know it is impacting my life and my daughter's life. So thank y'all for supporting me and supporting us every Monday night. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate y'all.
thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Bishop,
Mm-hmm.
there's a song, I can't remember who sang it some years ago. If you'll allow me, I'd just like to sing one line, and it's in line with what you're talking about tonight.
Yes, sir.
Lord, I believe. Lord, I believe
I believe
that
that
all things are possible. Nothing is impossible. Oh, Lord,
I believe.
I believe.
One more time. One more again.
Ooh, Lord, I believe. Lord, I believe.
I believe it all.
all things are possible. Come on, when the right one comes, family, nothing is impossible. Oh, Lord, I believe.
Yeah. Thompson Community Singers. Yes, sir.
Thank
You
you,
went all the way
Bishop.
back. You went all the way back.
It was
There.
just it was in my spirit, really it was.
Yeah. Thank y'all. The given information will be up for a little while for you all to give. And we'll bless the men on tonight. Already start doing it. I don't really wait until I because I just believe God. So he never fails us. So I appreciate you all so much on tonight. It's not even a fraction of what they deserve for them taking up their time. But I'm grateful to men. And week 45, we'll be back here week 46. Listen,
Yes,
y'all, if y'all have questions, please DM me or any of the men. They'll send them to me for shows. We may do Q&A next week. We may just do questions we haven't done that in a while. So make sure that you send questions to WTROC TV, WTROCTV@gmail.com. WTROC. There it is right there. Screenshot it and start rolling the questions in now so we can get them in format. We may have open night where we just answer your questions as ladies, relationship questions. You can send them to the men too. Make sure you send the question to them. Don't be trying to in their DMs. All right. Frank, you on this week?
Wednesday or Thursday night. I haven't
Lord have mercy.
decided yet.
Lord,
I'll be doing. Yeah, my show.
that's when you got it like that.
I thought
Anybody
you
else
said
got anything?
Wednesday night, Frankie.
Yeah, Wednesday night. Yeah, that's what I said. Wednesday night at 9.
And for those of you all, myself and Anisha is having a masterclass on July 10th. And we're going to be talking about the heart. So many times we tell people get in relationships and then they're, oh, thank you, Melinda. Look at you. I didn't even know you put it. Okay. It's called Heart Recovery Masterclass. And we just introduced it today and people are registering like already. When the right one goes wrong. When the right one goes wrong.
My God.
Heart Recovery Masterclass, how to survive the heartbreak of dating and still get what you desire. How to repair yourself after a bad breakup or divorce. How to know the outcome in the beginning instead of wasting a lot of time. Okay. So register, go to gregdavidshow.com or go into my bio link tree and you can register for $49.99. And also my new book is coming out in four weeks. Pre-order The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. The Do's and Don'ts. It's up already. gregdavidshow.com. It's on Linktree. The Do's and Don'ts of Dating.
Do not show up with no Timberlands, some jeans, and white tee on.
Okay, we're gonna add that. It ain't done. We ain't finna. If you order now, pre-order. That's not in there, y'all. If you pre-order now, I'll sign the first 200 pre-orders. All right, y'all. Any other announcements? Everybody, you got anything? Claiborne, Dwayne, anybody?
Hey,
I got an announcement. Go ahead.
Oh no, Frank, please.
No, go ahead.
On Thursday afternoons at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, there's a new show that I'm hosting. It's called Grown Soda.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's 2 p.m. my time, and since I'm the host, I just go with my time. 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's that dog Madden stuff
trying to help you
about tonight. See, that's
trying to help
why. See, that's what.
Come on, flow with me. Let me get my commercial done, sir. Thursday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on IG. It's called Grown Soda, intellectual beverage for mature minds only. And so we're talking about identity, authenticity, and creativity, learning your audience, the audience that's waiting to hear what you've been purposed to share. So Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're going to love it.
All right, go ahead. Anybody else?
Thursday nights, 5:30 on Clubhouse only. The King Me Room. Men crowns are not crooked, but they do got some cracks in it. It's another men's show where we talk about all things men on Clubhouse, all things that related to men. You do not want to miss it. It's Eastern Standard Time project. My time, project. That's my time over here. Okay. Eastern Standard Time. And we do good. Bishop coming in every now and then and rocks. Wherever Bishop goes, he always leave great nuggets and contests. Dwayne and I happen. We trying to get Perry to come, and just prophesy in the room to the men or something. I don't know. Just come through, and all you guys. But I ain't gonna ask Frank because he don't like Clubhouse. But everything else, just come
y'all
on
be
through.
too
And
churchy for me on Clubhouse.
no, we don't. but all Antoine does come through every now and then. So just great brothers, and we appreciate Bishop once again, man. Just amazing things that you guys are doing, and so come through whenever you get a chance. 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we're gonna be putting out the masterclass. Had to switch out, got changed the time, so I want to give it out again. I want to get the date changed.
All righty. Go ahead,
I
Frank.
want to announce that since some of these men don't believe in gender roles, ladies, when you go out with them, you should be prepared to pick up the tab. You should be prepared to walk
Ooh,
on
he's
the
stuck on
outside
this
of the
tonight.
street. You should be prepared to pull out their chair. If y'all have to stop and get gas, you need to get out and pump the gas. All of that kind of stuff, since we don't believe in gender roles.
We just pray for you.
As we say in Louisiana, you messy, yeah. All right, y'all. Good night to you. May the Lord bless you.
Good night, Bishop. Good night, gentlemen.